the girl who cooked with the mountains. In Japan, in a quiet countryside village tucked between emerald mountains and golden rice fields, there lived a young woman named Aiko. Aiko was gentle, soft-spoken, and carried a heart full of stillness. A stillness that many people spend a lifetime searching for. She lived all alone in a small wooden house with sliding shoji doors and a tiny stone path leading to a garden. Her only companion was a fluffy white cat named Yuki, who followed her everywhere like a shadow made of snow. Every morning, Aiko walked to her office job in the town's small administrative building. The walk was long but peaceful. The road curved around rice paddies, past a stream that shimmered like glass, and under cherry trees whose petals floated like pink snowflakes. Aiko never complained. These small moments of nature were the highlight of her day. When the sun dipped low and her office hours ended, Aiko returned home, where silence welcomed her like an old friend. The only sounds were the chirping of evening insects and Yuki's soft meows as he rubbed against her legs. Aiko loved cooking. Not just ordinary cooking, but meals made from natural, wholesome ingredients she gathered herself. In her backyard grew herbs, shiso, mitsuba, and little clusters of green onions. Near the mountains, she picked wild mushrooms after the rain. And in the fields, she bought vegetables from elderly farmers who still believed food should grow slow and honest. Each night, she prepared her dinner with a calm, almost ritualistic grace. She sliced carrots the color of sunsets, washed rice until the water turned clear, and simmered miso soup that filled the house with warmth. Yuki sat nearby, tail curled neatly, watching her, as if guarding a sacred ceremony. When the meal was ready, Aiko opened her wooden balcony and stepped outside. The mountains stood tall and quiet, their shadows stretching like soft ink across the land. The sky shifted from blue to lavender, and the wind carried the scent of cedar trees. She ate slowly, mindfully. Every bite reminded her of the earth, the farmers, the rain, the sun. Everything that made this simple life meaningful. Some nights, she would brew warm green tea and sit with Yuki on her lap, listening to the distant hoot of an owl or the rustling of bamboo leaves. She didn't have many friends. She didn't go out much, but she never felt lonely. Solitude to her was a gentle companion, a quiet space where she could breathe, reflect, and simply exist. On weekends, she hiked deeper into the mountains. Aiko believed that the forest spoke in its own language. In the creaking of branches, the flutter of wings, the whisper of the wind. Yuki followed behind, brave in his own tiny way. She would sit by a stream, watch dragonflies dance over the water, and let the world slow down until her heartbeat matched the rhythm of nature. There, in that silence, Aiko felt connected to everything around her, to the mountains that guarded her, to the fields that fed her, to the soft fur of the cat who loved her, and to the gentle, peaceful life she built with her own hands. Her days were simple. Her world was quiet. But inside that simplicity lived a beauty many never discover. A life woven with nature, healing, and harmony. And every night, as she drifted into sleep, with Yuki curled beside her, Aiko whispered a silent gratitude for the mountains, for her quiet home, and for the small, tender moments that made her solitude feel like a sanctuary.